Hi, today I'd like to show you the solo to Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. First solo. There's a bunch of lead stuff rambling in the background later on, but this is just the first really strong solo. At the beginning of the song, I'm tuned to open G, G, D, G, and I'm going to do it a little differently. If I can get away with it, which if you're watching this, it means I got away with it, or they just took some money away or something, that whatever YouTube figures. I'm going to play the actual recording of each lick, and after the lick plays, I'll show you how to play it. Because it's really doable on Cigar box guitar, which is nice. And it's not really hard. There's a couple things that are maybe a little tricky, but I'll be happy to explain them. And you may notice, if you've got a really good ear, that I'm not exactly perfectly in tune with the record. There's a very slight difference, but I decided to tune properly so that if you play along with me, you're in tune with me. And when I'm done with the solo, I'll show you the rest of the parts of the song, which are quite straightforward compared to the solo. So here we go. So that was on the middle string, 7 slide to 9, and then 7 on the high string. So, and then 9 on the high string, 9 on the middle, 7 on the high string. Like that. And then we go down to 4 on the first string, 4, 2, 0 as a pull off, and then the middle string. Once again. Then the phrase ends with a 2 slide to 4 on the low string and 2 on the middle string. Okay, now we'll move on. Okay, so this lick, 12 to 14 and then 12. And I'm using my little finger. You certainly don't have to. I have a reason why I'm doing that, and you might want to take this opportunity to strengthen your little finger. So anyway, that was 12 slide to 14 to 12. Like that. And then we have 7 slide to 9 to 7. And the reason I'm using my little finger is these two notes follow. They're quite quiet. You can get away without playing them, actually. Like that. So. Right? And then it does 7 to 9. Oh, did I say what that was? That was 7, 9, 7. And then 4 on the high and 5 on the middle. Okay. Then it does 7 slide up to 9 again. And here it does a weird sort of, I mean, he's playing it on a 6-string guitar, so it's probably not weird for him, but for us, I put down the 7 and I put down the 5 and the 4 at the same time and pull off. Like that. So. Like that. Little tricky. And you can adjust it to work for your own style, or use your third finger, or skip the pull off. You know, make it your own. But that's what I think it is, technically. Next. So that's once again 7 to 9. On the middle string, and then 7 on the high string, and then 9 on the middle string, and then 9 on the high string, and then a pre-bend to 9, return, then 9 on the middle, and the next part of that lick, 9 on the middle, bend, and then 7 on the high, 9 on the high, bend again, on the 9 on the middle. So that was a lot. I'll do that again. More like that, without the low string ringing. Sorry about that. And it jumps right into the next lick, which is part of that lick, really. And once again, bend on the middle 9. Just a quick bend there. And that first bend, because I got a big thick string on here, I just push it just enough to give the listener the impression that it's going to the note 2 frets up. But I stop it. Once you know that I'm doing that, you can kind of hear it more so. But if you didn't know, you kind of just... kind of like a country lick there. Anyway, enough of that one. And here is the last bunch. So that's 7 slide to 9 again on the middle, 7 on the high, and then 9 on the middle, 9 on the high, then bend on the 9, and once again I don't quite make it up there, heavy strings, but it sounds like I do, sort of, and then a pre-bent, return, pull off to 7, 9 again, this on the first string, and 7 on the middle, pre-bend, 9. Kind of screwed that up. So pre-bend 9. And that's the solo. That's all there is to it. So I'm going to jump right to the verse here. And it starts on C. And there's a pattern that goes through each of these chords, and I'm doing C 5 5 5. And I'm writing the pattern as down, down, up, down, down. So that up, down, down are actually closer together, but. And there's a little optional up, down to get to the next chord. If you haven't been playing very long, you might find it a little tough to fit in there, but it's there. You go to D, and each of these chords has just the one pattern. And now D is 7 7 7, down to A minor 2 2 5, back to G, open, up to D, C, A minor again, and then G. I'll just play through that without talking. Okay, and the last part of the song, which I think is actually the first part of the song, is 0 2 4, 0 in the middle, 2, strum, and then up down, and then the next part, 2 on the middle, that's the open high, 2 on the middle again, open on the middle. Play that for you. Then it changes. Now we're going to go 2 0 in the middle, 4 2. Like that. And then we're going to go 2 slide up to 4. 2 on the low. And here it's going to the G chord, and it's doing more of a steady strum, more like the rest of the song. Play that last bit for you. Which are basically going into the strum pattern that we used for the verse. So I'll play that whole bit for you, a little abbreviated maybe. And yes, I did switch from using my second finger for this stuff. When I go here, I switch to my first finger because I'm going to do a 2-2-2 chord. A lot easier to do it with my first finger across the 3 2s than it is to continue to use that finger. So I just switch and stay with the first finger. So that's why I changed the fingering there. Well, I hope that was helpful. Have a great day. Bye.